This is our VH1 era.
From the Isle of Previously.
Conspiracy theory.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm on Sexy Watch.
Goal Watch.
Clone watch.
Tyron.
Read alert.
Tyra 2 list.
Double.
Captions crunch.
It's so nice to wear.
You want to wear that top?
My hair bill.
Working models who are working.
It's good, it's round. 24. Hey, and welcome to Podleadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Lex Basile-Price, and chill is a word young people use.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and Mickey's is where fun happens.
And I'm JDB Crump, and I'm going to make some chicken for myself.
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 24, Episode 6, Beauty is Pride. Or as I've retitled it, The Girl Who Is Too Beautiful to Model.
Can I tell you my backup title? Because I was really
Sure.
proud of it. The Girl Who Says Beauty is Republican.
And if you want to be more beautiful by donating money, you can be a sponsor of the podcast and become part of the Lead'em Pod, just like, I think, returning sponsor, Bryce.
Yeah, feel free to drop in, drop out.
Yeah, whenever you can.
Go on vacation, come back.
The professor does not take attendance.
Bryce has been a supporter for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Tweeting, messaging. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nobody else can sign in for you, but your lack of participation will not affect your grade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you can say you're here, mark present, by clicking that clicksel in the episode.
Were y'all here or present, kids, when you had to say something back to roll call?
I think you know exactly what child I was.
Present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a present. I was a present kid too, though, which I think is out
a
of
queer
character
kid
for
thing.
me. Yeah,
Present.
maybe it is.
I was just trying to do something cute. Who knows what it was going to be?
Were you also you were chaos.
I like to change it up.
You're yo.
attending.
Look, there are some days when the hand does enough. No words necessary.
Here's
That's what she
Berg.
said. Was everyone else's captions, subtitles unavailable for
Yes!
this episode?
Yeah, Captions Crutch said, no thanks, I'm pro-liberty.
Opted out of this episode.
It just didn't want to make a statement either way, you know?
Ah.
Although maybe Captions Crutch was napping, just like everyone's napping in this van ride home.
No one naps harder than Sandra.
Sandra, mouth open.
I was like, am I in love? Because sleeping through the bus fight is 100% the move.
Fully hilarious that so many contestants in this cycle can't sleep through anything. And Sandra's like, this is why Sandra's gorgeous. Because
Yes.
she gets beauty sleep. Like nobody's
Whenever,
business.
wherever. I also want to say, I know we were all really excited for Previouslys to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that Previouslys now basically spoil who's going home every episode.
Yep. Previously's is new backstory.
Yeah. It's also incredibly frustrating for this episode because there is no Liberty story.
Mhm.
So Liberty has a character but not a plot line.
Yeah.
So when they tell you anything about her in the previously on, you're like, oh, it's gotta be her. Why would you mention Liberty? She's done nothing.
Hey,
Nothing.
Christina was there too.
Well, because
Main character.
Christina's all narrative and personality. She just can't stop having story.
I need Brendy K to back off. When was she arguing and disrespecting Tyra Banks?
I felt a little bad for Christina on the bus.
Me too.
I'm not going to lie, because I'm like, for everybody else who's talking to her, why are you bothering?
Also,
Why are you
Christina's like, I
bothering?
get it. You didn't want me here.
What are you getting out of this?
Christina's specific type of villainy is very funny to me. I love when Shanice asked her if she thought Tyra made a mistake. And of course,
I believe that was Shanasty speaking.
Shanasty.
well, for sure. And
Shameen.
and Christina's like, no, why would I say I should have gone home? What a weird thing for me to say. Everyone wants Christina to hate herself as much as they hate her.
Yeah, and Christina
just doesn't.
won't ever.
And everybody knows that Rio will never hate anybody other than Sandra.
Oh my God. But what are you talking about, Hannah? Rio's over it. I won, so I'm over it.
Rio all but said, I'm over my plotline from last episode.
I feel like that maybe was bad for me.
If you didn't watch that episode for some reason, Rio's still your favorite.
But also, girl, you're not. You are not over this at all.
No. I did love that when they walk in and see the digital art for the first time, Cora is the main character of the picture. And then they have to crop it. So the next time you see it in the background, it's just Rio's face.
It's so weird to have the eliminated person in the digital art.
So odd. And yeah, the real-time edit that happened. Like, that's so odd. Especially since of all the cropping we've had to do, this was one of the easier one to crop.
Y'all, what if this was secretly Big Brother Top Model Edition? And
Memory wall.
Tyra is always watching through the screen?
Oh.
I like that. I like that very much.
Making real-time edits.
Runway practice outside with pillows.
Pillow walks. The easiest thing to balance, I would say, since it's not firm.
And that's because inside, Brandy K is ruining a pan by using a fork.
I'm sorry, y'all. Brindy K, less this episode and more next episode. We are eliminating contestants, this episode being the one exception, who just need to, like, leave for their own health.
Yes. Who are
And, like,
realizing
Brindy
it
K's the
as
next
it's
one.
happening. Yes.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was barbecuing on my roof? Because rich. And someone else came up and started using plastic utensils
In a
to
barbecue?
to grill.
That seems really dangerous.
Yeah. And very bad for the shared grill.
Didn't know how to turn the grill on. Didn't know how to clean it. Didn't know how to turn. I was just like, and then a plastic tong.
I am a fan of people trying new things.
Sure.
But there are YouTube tutorials that will tell you what not to do now.
Yeah. So Brandy K destroyed this pan. It is no longer nonstick. Stirring. And pride.
Flaunt your fierceness and show your pride. Gay.
I love how hard she hits the plus every time she says plus. Because you never know. You never know what combination of letters it's coming after. That changes with the wins. But she knows to hit that plus hard at the end.
I actually kind of like how she pronounces it too. Plus. It's like plus gets a little shimmy.
It's like plus on a brand where it's like you get extra features.
Can I ask, and this is no judgment, I'm truly interested, as we're all members of the community, when you say out the acronym, and I'll start, like, what do you say? Because I've defaulted to LGBTQ or LGBTQ plus. It kind of depends on the context.
That's what I do as well.
Yes,
Okay.
though I will say I usually don't say that when I'm around queer people.
You just say
I
queer.
just say queer.
Yeah,
I
I
say
usually.
queer too.
I also just usually say the queer community if I'm
Yeah.
talking about the group
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
fair.
faster.
It's faster.
And it's
Also,
inclusive.
And I don't want any of our I or A listeners to think that I'm trying to erase them. I usually only include that if I'm trying to center that specific community
Yeah.
when I'm doing it. Because for me, I don't know, there's still a lot of straight people, by the way, that thinks Q stands for questioning. I think no, I have a lot of friends who think that because that got ingrained.
I just wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that was a thing.
I know people that think the A stands for ally.
Aw.
Girl, no, it ain't.
I love them
Err,
erasing
ooh.
asexual people that being like, for the straights. Take it away.
Nailed it.
I just think the Q or the plus kind of is that all-encompassing
Yeah,
thing.
Q
Q
and Q
plus.
plus, the Q plus community.
Once
The
you're getting
cute.
up into 8 to 9 letters, it starts feeling like you're condescending to people.
Yes, I also think,
Oh, sure.
and I'm not trying to erase Two Spirit, identity,
Mhm.
but when we've now started adding numbers in, it is starting to become exactly what the liberal agenda becomes. I think spelled out, I think in a print, I think it is helpful.
Yes.
But I think
And again, especially if you're talking about that specific group within that particular context, you do want to mention that particular group.
Absolutely.
And I do think that is important. But I do think that when we are speaking, we need to be efficient with our words.
And hold people's attention.
Yes.
Also, let me say this. Anyone, whether you are queer or not queer, stop saying the alphabet soup.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I
who
agree.
says that?
A lot of people.
That is a super common thing. I hear from both sides.
Yes.
It's usually with a straight person who's anti-queer and trying to be like the alphabet mafia, the alphabet soup mafia. And then it's queer people are like, oh, the alphabet soup. Always gay men, in my experience.
Yes.
Lesbians have too much respect for soup.
Yeah.
Well, they
like
also get to be
stew.
first. They're like firsties.
That's because without lesbians, we would never be on time for anything. Lesbians are the glue holding the queer community together. That's why they march first, because they're on time.
I mean, if we're being honest in terms of like groups who gave us a right, L&T should probably be first. I feel like gay men, we should have like a space. There should be like the boys are like in the middle, like
G. No, I think there needs to be an eye roll between it. LBT G Q plus.
I can't tell if this is the most progressive we've
This is
ever
most
been or the
woke.
worst we've ever been.
Pod Leadum got too woke.
It's all part of the rich alphabet stew that is the queer community.
See, I think I would be better with alphabet stew than alphabet soup.
Ew, alphabet stew with all that meat chunk.
Yeah. We got texture, we got flavor. We didn't get pureed.
And we've been simmering forever.
It takes a long time.
And the white gay men are just the potatoes there to just fill up the numbers.
No, they're like, we're bone broth.
This is the kind of content you can only get from an all-queer hosted podcast.
You ain't gonna hear the A allies talking about this. They don't have the nerve.
Nor should they.
No,
agree.
please don't.
You took the word T and you don't use it right, and you don't use shade right. We're taking it back. Alphabet stew.
Look, to give Brendy K credit, I think she said it best this episode when she said, y'all are straight, so I don't want to hear about it.
Honestly, here's the thing. This is in some ways Brittany K's best episode so far.
Sure, but also her worst, because
Yep,
Brandy
that's what I
K
mean.
has no concept of what it means to come out. She is a Schrodinger's cat of outness, because she is
Ooh.
both out to everyone in the world and on national TV, and she's like, but I'll never tell my family. And I get it. It's a complicated thing. But
Yeah.
girl, you're on TV. You're looking at a camera.
I fully, for any show, when someone comes out and they say, I haven't told my family yet, but I, as a viewer, am watching them on TV openly discussing it. I'm like, but you kind of just did.
Well, I always wonder about, like, if someone chooses to do that on television, if they're sort of forcing themselves to have to tell their family before the episode airs, they've, like, put a time limit on it.
Put a deadline on it.
I agree in every other context except for Brandy K's, because Brandy K is making the assumption that we, as the viewers, already knew that they were bisexual, and then is like, but I won't tell my family.
It's very possible from her trauma and history that Brendy K is assuming her family will not watch this program.
Sure.
I'll also say this. We've learned multiple times, Cycle 5 Nick is the best example, that some of the queer contestants say it in auditions, and Top Model's like, but no.
Gross.
On our timeline, Brindy K. So she might be like, I'm coming out every challenge.
Maybe.
Why? Get to
Back on.
recenter Liberty.
For the last time.
Yep.
Gonna take these golden moments while we can.
Liberty once again reminds us that her town is conservative and that she doesn't know anyone who is gay and doesn't know what to expect. All of which is not her being homophobic.
They try so hard to frame Liberty as this hateful person or ignorant person even. But they
Well,
have
I think she does
But
help
she
them
admit-
this episode.
yeah.
Later on, she finally gives the interview that producers have been craving.
You mean the one they asked her back in 10 months later to do?
We'll talk about that here.
Okay. But they don't really have the footage, really.
By the way, I found out, this more comes up in her Where Are They Now, but I think it's interesting. So, good old Lava Hot Springs. We talk about contestants being from small towns. 412.
Wow.
Liberty leaving actually decreased by a percentage. How many people were in that? And then Kyla, and I think this is telling too, because Kyla's positioned as opposite Liberty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kyla puts finger quotes
Mm-hmm.
around pro-Trump when talking about Liberty, which I think's either there's two options here. Kyla thinks that no one can really be pro-Trump, so she's like, you're pro-Trump.
Right.
Or she's like, Liberty's pro-Trump, but she doesn't know what that means. Meaning Liberty doesn't know what that means.
Yeah. It does feel like there's a moment where Kyla is giving Liberty a little bit of credit because she grew up in this very conservative thing, and as someone who is mixed race, she can understand why someone would want to fit in. And I was like, is she saying that maybe Liberty is espousing these views because it's easier to just say it in a small town than it is?
That's interesting. I took Kyla saying that as her relating to the queer stew community.
Maybe.
Okay.
She was like, I have very much struggled in seeing and where she was saying that she knows what it's like to not fit into communities because of her mixed race background. She's experienced that personally.
Yeah. It was so great to hear Kyla clear, part of her high school GSA, but using the term cisgender and saying but I have privilege as a cis woman.
Yeah.
Even as a person of color, she understanding that having privilege does not mean you are privileged.
Mm-hmm.
Was a really nuanced take in a really short time. She does the homework.
Yes.
You know what's interesting too is I don't remember Kyla's, I'll call it activism,
Sure.
but her beliefs and what she talks about believing in being so it aged so well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything she says is what people, if you have these viewpoints, should term it today.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it's
know what
also
I mean?
not someone who's playing identity politics for the camera.
Right.
Doesn't feel
This is
that
someone
ever.
who has clearly been speaking on and thinking about these things for a long time.
Yeah. There are
There
people.
is still some
the
baby.
JSA thing, that was a big lore drop. I was like, oh, that you were really doing it.
Yeah. There's still some baby activist stuff where
Sure.
you cringe a little bit on her behalf because I'm sure she knows better now.
Right.
But I
all
don't
of us
think
did
there-
that too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's ever been another contestant in the history of the show who walks the walk the way Kyla does.
And I got to say that we've mentioned it briefly, and the show loves to show it. But that protest picture, that is a magazine cover.
Uh-huh.
That is, how is that not on time? That is
That
one of
was
the best
actually the
pictures.
photo she submitted when she auditioned.
Oh, her non-professional photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, her sentence leading is bad. There's too much space between certain lines, but otherwise, great photo. On the opposite side, Shanice just goes, "Love penis."
I really enjoy the
something
Shanice
charming.
Brendy K dynamic.
I love them.
It's the best Brandy K ever is.
Yes.
They truly seem like they get each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're relating on coming from similar backgrounds, places in life, but just the Shanice being being gay sounds fun, but I love dick.
And then Brenda K says, "I do too. Still bi." That's so funny. I love that they're constantly flipping each other off and just being.
I love you, girl. You're getting on my nerves.
And then to go, Aaron, I'm not going to blame Aaron for this one, but putting the LGBTQIA graphic over Aaron as though she's just learning what it is, I'm like, this is not fair.
It was mean to Aaron.
The show is going to take them to this Pride event, and all the contestants are going to have a challenge, and they're going to make Aaron give out mom hugs. Aaron, this one's special for you.
It's just also funny because, like, how many kids and grandkids does Erin have? 80? It feels like she probably has at least a couple of queer kids up in there.
Percentage-wise, yeah.
Also, this is a woman who's lived a life. I bet you she's fooled around with people who were not straight men.
Right?
Yeah, the show definitely, I love it when the show paints 42-year-old Erin as like, well, she must not know anything.
It's like, this woman lived through the 80s, okay?
She honestly probably knows more than anybody.
So we get a ton of B-roll of Pride that was the week before or the week after, because this was not at the same time.
No.
Can I say, I don't think the show itself does any favors. If the show itself is trying to be pro-queer, when Liberty talks about her small town thinking it's a sickness and to immediately hard cut to a twerking male butt, I just don't think the show is doing what it's thinking it's doing.
Okay, this is the perfect time for me to talk about this. So, I was never a big fan of LA Pride growing up. And it always felt like that. And then I did a little digging, and I found that LA Pride was, like they like to say, that they are the first permitted pride. And what that means is it was never a protest. It was only about, like, fun and games and such. And it was never actually about using pride as a protest. Which I think is kind of fascinating.
And
so they were the first
vibe
one that,
of the
was
event.
like, this is about joy and party and fun.
Yes. And it was it was 1970, the first one. So it, like, was one of the first ones, but it, like, very much centered itself as not about that. Which is really interesting, because growing up, and I mean, growing up as, you know, a teenager or whatever, and learning about the queer history of California, it's so not that. But it's also divided east-west. So, like, west, where West Hollywood would be, was that kind of like, we want to have fun and pride and butts. And then on the east side, which is where I ended up living when I was in LA, that's where you find, like, the founding of the Mattachine Society. Not the Mattachine Society of New York, the original Mattachine Society, which was a communist organization, and the Radical Fairies. It's kind of fascinating how LA Pride is its own thing. That is exactly what we're seeing on TV.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm ready to read your graduate thesis about different queer communities in LA and how they arose and the difference between them, because it all sounds so interesting.
Real. Thank you. Yeah. Gina apparently is the new narrator, because Rio was all shitty about Sandra. They gave Gina the script, because why is she reading Mickey's tagline as said by Hannah Jane Ginsburg at the top of this episode?
Well, she didn't know why she was saying it.
Mickey's? It's where fun happens.
And you're giving it so much more than she did. She gave it, Mickey's is where fun happens.
And I'm stoked. Fun history about Mickey's. Mickey's, growing up, was known as the kind of sketchy place, because it was the only bar in LA that had an after hours, so it was open till 4 o'clock. But it was, like, gross and bleh. And then it burned down mysteriously.
Ooh.
And, who could say who started that fire? And then it came back and was, like, nice. And that's where all the drag race people go, and, like, Showgirls is there. I would like to show you real quick their food menu, because we got to have fun this episode. As you can see, they have a Bavarian cream churro, 10 inches long, hard, and ready to please.
I don't know if I want a churro to be hard.
No.
Yeah.
Chewy. Also, the kerning of
Give
the
me
word.
that lip churro, please.
Can we all take a gander at the mozzarella sticks? Why did we kern it that way?
Why?
I just thought it was that person's name.
Mozzarella.
Yes.
I've never eaten food at Mickey's. Gross. Would never do that. Because I would rather go next door to Fiesta Cantina and get 2-for-1 drinks at 10 o'clock at night and some good nachos.
Can I tell you, one of my favorite TikToks of mine that ever got any sort of traction, there was this dude that I think I followed or just came up in my For You page, and he was telling just some rando story, and he was like, it was after work, and so I was going to go get dinner at the gay bar, and I stitched it. I was like, "You are going to get dinner at the gay bar? What do you mean? You don't go. Food is there for survival.
Yes.
Yes. Food
You
is
don't
there.
go for food.
No.
It's at a table where your friends are all ringed around it so no one can get in, and you're just eating something with your hands.
Grabbing a handful of fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I that was so fun. It started this whole conversation, and then he responded. He was like, "Is this not normal? Does everyone not do this?"
If you want a fun time, go to Mickey's Yelp page, because there are so many people that are like, I got my money stolen. I also got my money stolen. It's a scam. Blah, 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 blah. One person goes into a whole rant about there being a taco night that they assumed the tacos were free. Why would you assume the tacos were complimentary?
You know this place that sells food? I'm pretty sure the food is free tonight.
And then there was one review that said, "I keep finding all this money."
I
free
did think
money.
it was really funny that the website itself had a lost and found section, but that explains it.
The crowd inside Mickey's was too straight for me.
Was the vibe of this party? Why is there a woman in a dark red lace sheath dress?
I
Where
adored
was she
her.
going?
I adored her. This is the most, because look, this is happening clearly during the day.
Morning,
Yes.
9 a.m.
These are all extras that they got, and it was just like, bring your fun clothes.
I will say
And that
it's,
meant a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
yes,
Sure
I
did.
also, it's early because the gay people don't show up until the runway show. So all the people at the beginning are these like fresh-faced young women who have like put some makeup on to get there early, and then all their gay friends came much later.
Also, I want to say this now because it comes up multiple times throughout the episode. Christina's hair looks so much better when that color is also in her outfit.
Yes.
Because then it looks like a choice.
Uh-huh. So we have the tag team intro of Law, Stacy, and Drew.
All three. Everyone's here.
Well, they needed extra people because one of them is already soused when this starts. And they're going to be doing a pop-up runway where they have to choose their own wardrobe and style their own hair and makeup. But they
Did Drew Elliott somehow do ADR for this before everyone showed up?
don't know.
Because that was definitely recorded in an empty warehouse. You could hear echoes.
Yeah.
And Christian Cowan returns, still with the green hair.
With Christina's hair. And I gotta say, is an even bigger delight this time because this time they allowed them to have facial expressions.
Yeah.
You know who can frown with the best of them? Christian Cowan.
And can give a devastating no.
Ooh. The prize, quote unquote, for the winner is a chance to walk in a Christian New York Fashion Week show. And Law lied because he said, there's always a prize.
There's been a lot of walking prizes. There's been a lot of you get to be in fashion show later.
Maybe.
Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah. But the funny thing is I think the same person's won all of these.
Yes, they have a very busy fashion week ahead of them.
These limp little pom-poms that they gave some of the audience members just to like shake.
And I was a prophet here because I wrote a note directly to Brendy K and said, I'm so sorry, but you already let your community down when you chose those feathered lashes.
Ooh.
Hannah Jane.
Sorry.
I mean, they're pretty ugly.
Oh boy.
They were a trap.
Brendy K also says she doesn't want to play it safe, and then her outfit is one of the safest things ever, so it feels like the only thing she did, and we'll talk about it, that wasn't safe was something vulgar.
Yeah. That the show had to cut out.
It sure wasn't safe.
There was no
Not
dental
safe
tam.
for television. Why did I write, oh Lord, Kyla's such a dork?
Is it because her standing of Caitlyn Jenner for some
That
reason?
was such a baby activist moment, though.
Not an aged well moment.
I don't know. Christian made the jacket, so
I'm not saying she was the only one at fault.
I said a while ago, and then was extremely validated by the Discord, thank you so much, that Gina brings drag to whatever she does. And that continues on this runway.
I mean, she served.
She did.
Yes, she
And
did.
putting the rhinestones on that head, hilarious.
Yeah.
Amazing. Gorgeous. So even.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I think she's a makeup designer or a makeup artist. Also, she's one of the few people who look like a model on the runway.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
a lot of
else went
the
very
contestants,
club.
yes, a lot of the contestants forgot that it was still a fashion runway.
You mean Sandra's drunk aunt that she hobbled down the runway? Awful. Terrible.
I thought Erin came so close. Because I loved when she turned around and the butt was out. I was like, good for you. You
Yeah.
look great.
I agree.
But then when she chose the smack, I was like, and you just lost.
Just one too far. She got too high on her own supply.
Yeah. She's also apparently a Sasha Colby fan because she just started with holding a ponytail up. I thought she was going to start spinning it.
Liberty shows full bottom boob.
You can't blame the show for picking red, white, and blue this time.
No.
That was
No.
all Liberty.
Also, when the confetti exploded in Liberty's face and she got so scared.
And that happened to Erin too. Like, clearly no one told them the noise level.
Well,
of that.
Aaron got
or
Marge.
exactly when that was going to happen.
Aaron got the full Marge Simpson makeup shotgun. Also, you're talking about Liberty's bottom boob. I'll talk about her bottom butt because the shorts.
Yeah.
She got a yeast infection after this.
Oof. Yeah, there was something peeking out from under them that made it look so gross.
So gross. I loved this old British lady character that Christina took.
Do you mean Christiana?
Nope. I mean
Oh.
Christina. It was because of her hair smooshed under that hat. It was like Ginny Lemon drag.
Oh.
Like, it was a nothing walk, but she got this, like, because we're the
Yeah, to me, it's like Upper West Side, old New York woman
sure.
in the rain
Okay.
who looks like they're about to melt,
yes,
even though
for
they're
sure.
completely covered by rain gear.
Love that.
Yes, Christiana also did that same plastic
Christiana
hood.
gave Katya's All Stars 2 runway with her mom.
Yes. This was performance art. Which is
Like, yeah, that's the thing is like, look, if you haven't seen the episode, Christiana comes out and wants to do a story.
she's a pigeon lady at the
Yes.
first.
She's a babushka.
It's just, here's the thing. This is a story. It's just not an appropriate story for what we're seeing right now.
No.
Because she's trying to relate it to, like, coming out.
Mhm.
But again, I have a distaste, and I might be too prudish about this. I have a distaste when the coming out story is always, I had more clothes on, and now I have less. I'm like, that doesn't always have to be. I know people want that to relate to confidence,
Yes.
Mhm.
but I just think that's like a weird default. But that's also a problem with the whole modeling world, where like, the more you reveal, the more confident you're supposed to be.
Our limited understanding of metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a reverse strip thing in college for a big final project
Ooh.
Go
where
on.
I started nude and then covered.
I think that's hilarious, especially if you started nude and were shy and then got more confident as you. I don't know. There's something
I
very
got
funny.
cozier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What was that for?
It was for a postmodern dance class.
Okay. Gotcha. You were like math class.
It was for my gen ed requirement.
Like, this is not even your period, Miss Ginsburg.
We'll
Welcome
pass
to
you
writing
if
the
you leave.
essay.
And then you said, hola. That was your Spanish requirement. How do we feel about Shanice's hat chap combo?
I kind of liked it.
I think the hat was a good choice.
Yeah, I like the hat for sure.
But the hat just walked the runway. Like, Shanice wasn't there. It was the hat walking the runway.
Yeah. They, during this entire time, Drunk Law has arm around Kristen Cohen.
Kristen
And-
Cohen is holding Law up.
Yeah.
Pride cocktail, I guess, was served before.
Yeah, and he says that he's still waiting on Kyla to bake that cake.
We don't know what baking is, right?
Well, this is a metaphor. I thought that worked okay here. Like, I got what they were saying, and I agreed in that Kyla has not fully put everything together yet. We're still waiting for the final product. But this baking metaphor is going to get misused in a crazy way by the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, y'all really needed to get together and figure this out.
Rio, I thought, actually was maybe one of the best.
Oh, I really liked Rio. Also, we didn't talk about, but a lot of folks are putting temporary color in their hair. I actually thought it was kind of amazing that Rio dyed basically her entire blonde hair red.
And it looked very even.
And then when the confetti blew and there was just a cut eye to the confetti, I was like, ugh.
Perfect. I would have given this to Rio.
I would have given it to Gina.
Sure.
Because Gina also had one of the more low-key outfits.
That's true.
Yeah.
And had a lot of, like, quiet power.
And this feels like where Gina feels her most confident.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's the height thing, if she's just too short for runway.
Maybe.
In the eyes of the designers.
It's such a shame because she's the kind of stunning that stands out on a runway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we talk about muses? I feel like you would get inspired by Gina.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. When we get to the critique.
We did not actually discuss Brendy K.
Well.
Well, I want to discuss it during, I think, the critique, because that is when we see more of the footage.
Okay, because what we see as it's happening is Christian Cowan's, as I alluded to, hard no. Like, no amusement whatsoever in the tone.
Not pleased.
This is, Law had already passed out by that point. So yeah, when we get to critique, and Brendy K starts getting critique, she starts weeping.
And then Law says to Brendy K, so you think you let the children down?
Brendy K was not mother.
Did not give.
And you realize, because you see more of it, that, and I assume this already, but Brendy K did the putting a V with your fingers over your mouth and licking it, but she also turned it.
The turn was wild.
Ooh.
The turn was crazy.
It gave plot when there should not have been plot.
I did not need gymnastics part of this competition.
No.
And it was, it was one of those things that, like, there is a place where something like that could be appreciated, but it was not this runway.
No.
And I did feel for her, because she obviously just put way too much on herself for this silly challenge. This was silly.
She learned a lesson from Rio.
I do think, and I'm not giving him a lot of credit these days because he's annoying me more often than not, but I thought Drew handled this moment pretty well.
Me too, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Drew realized this is getting hard to watch. This is getting bad. She's actually hurt by this.
And it's not helpful critique anymore. She's not hearing anything that's going to help her.
Yeah. I also wonder if, because in Brendy K's mind, Brendy K is the most out bisexual person that's ever been out. But no one knows that. If it was we didn't know that Brendy K enjoyed doing that, and it felt offensive because we didn't know that was, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it felt like she thought
it was coming from a straight person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I didn't consider that, but yeah, it's just, I like how Brendy K says that she wants to represent her community because she's a part of that community. Like, I think there's a very sincere, real feeling. Mm-hmm. And this cast, though a lot of them seem very okay with gay, is not a particularly queer cast based on what we currently know of them. Mm-hmm. And so I do think Brendy K also, like, I could see a world where it's gay week, right? That's what this is. It's Pride Week.
Yeah.
And then you lose something pretty badly. I could see that kind of stripping you of how you feel yourself. In the same way that if you were the walker and everyone's like, you're the best walker, and then you have an all walking week and you fail, you'd be like, well, who am I now?
Well, and if this is one of the first times that you are publicly coming out, to then have it be received so poorly by the community you are hoping to represent would feel terrible.
True.
Brindy, could you come back in? Would that help? Anyway, Christiana, you win again. Christiana!
Christiana wins because of Hansel and Gretel became the big bad wolf.
You know, like the wolf in the story.
I'm sorry. Christiana, everyone who is giving the prizes that are acting and walking and working with Christiana again want to work with Christiana.
Yeah.
She is putting people under a spell.
She must be the most charming person who ever lived.
Right?
Seriously.
And nothing about her on-screen presence belies that.
No.
Yeah. No, I don't know if we've ever seen a contestant that clearly people like gotta work with her again.
Yeah.
Gotta work with her again.
I do want to read what Drew said to Erin, because even when Erin is winning, she's losing.
Yeah.
She was called out as top 3.
Wild.
Drew said, "You made it really young and fun, and you really embodied that whole feeling of we're in a club."
I think you predicted it earlier in the cycle, Hannah, but when Erin succeeds, it's because she's youthful.
Yes.
She only wins if she's not old.
Hey, old. Great job not olding.
And then we finally get the footage that the producers have been wanting from Liberty all along, where she says, "I am Republican." However, the hair color and the outfit is such that we've never seen before. And I truly theorize this was filmed later. There's a comeback. I bet this is snatched from then. And they're like, "Hey, Liberty, we got to start editing this together. And we never got you saying those words." And she's like, "Nah."
Her eyebrows are not red.
Nope.
It
Nothing
looks
is.
like
it's
they
all
put
golden.
It
Yeah,
looks like
it's
they put
got
a color.
streaks in it now.
Well, now it looks like they put a color correction layer over to make the hair appear red.
Mm.
But she finally gives, I mean, look, you can't say that she didn't say this, where she's very much like, "I'm a Republican."
We get some footage proving again that Kyla is the funny one.
Yeah.
Because A, she's being funny, but B, these girls are so relieved to be laughing at something. And this is how we find out that Christiana has a honking seal laugh, and it made me love her even more.
Why can Tyra not spell respect? She can spell it, but she stops in the middle like she forgot the rest.
RSP, ECT.
Like, that's not even how the song goes, Tyra.
I did like, I think it was Kyla, but someone was like, we're posing with Aretha Franklin.
It was Rio.
Rio.
Oh, was it great?
This is where I realized that apparently the lights in the club were so weird, we didn't see what the actual colors of people's hair was.
Yeah.
Because Kyla looked like she put like old lady gray spray in the front, but it's blue.
Yes.
And,
It also, in the moment, looked red.
and Christiana is trans flag colors.
She went cotton candy, which I thought, with the trans flag, which I thought was actually a good move.
To say one thing about Kyla, this is baby activist.
Baby activism. Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think the use of the word transes was great out of context.
My gut instinct, though I agree, snipping that sentence out, not good,
Mhm.
was that she was trying to be funny the way she delivered it, where she was like, I want any transes to use any bathroom, or whatever she said.
Right.
I was like, she's trying to like
Yeah.
be such a cool ally that she can say that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I give her the littlest benefit of a doubt.
I'm not saying she's a horrible person. I'm saying it was just, if we're going to learn from this moment,
Sure.
that was not...
Probably not something she would do today. Are we finally at the weird
Yep.
cross-legged couch debate?
Yes.
Yes.
We sure are.
Everyone gets real comfy on the couch to sort of talk at each other.
And for both of these sweet babies,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring both Kyla and Liberty in.
Mm-hmm.
My loves, it's called paternity
Yes.
leave.
Please.
It
Of
was
all-
legalized in the US for the first time in California in 2002.
Of all the debates, for us to finally truly hear both sides of, sort of.
Kind of.
A little.
Maternity and paternity leave is one of the silliest things for two folks who also do not have kids.
Yes.
Who have no real investment in this issue at this point, and also no knowledge. Now, I don't mind it from Kyla as much, because this is clearly not a topic that Kyla has chosen to educate herself about, because she's doing lots of other stuff.
Yeah.
And she was not the one who brought it up.
No.
Liberty. Why this?
Why is this your
Why
stance?
is this where the bell is ringing? Why is this the hill that you're lying down on?
I can tell you exactly why. This is the argument she heard. Why do men need maternity leave? That's silly. And then she's like, you know what? That does sound silly. Why would men need maternity leave?
It's one thing.
That's where the
she's heard
conversation
offhanded.
begins.
Yeah.
Exactly. Begins and ends.
I just love that she's just like, because it also comes from this place of, do men and women really need equal rights? But the only example that Liberty can come up with is family leave. And she's like, but men just don't need it.
It's a weirdly,
what now, Kyla?
like Aaron Sorkin liberal argument
Yes.
also, where it becomes, well, just because I'm in an endangered class, I don't need special protections. No, nobody says that. Sorry.
But also, y'all, men should get paternity leave.
Obviously.
It's so stupid.
It's like one of those things. I've never thought that this would be something that would be a debate on Top Model.
You know what it is? No, new theory. Liberty's mom said, I wouldn't want him around when I had you.
That's 100%. It's that, and it's like, I'm the one who pushed the baby out. Why does he get a vacation?
It's like Catskills comedy is what's going on. Like, it's wild.
Liberty's learned all of her politics via vaudeville acts.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, and Liberty heard Tyra spell respect. She's like, I got no respect.
She walked into the audition and was like, oh, I just got back from taking my mother-in-law to the airport.
And boy, are my arms tied. Did I tell that right?
The mouth on that one. Although I will say, baby activist Kyla ending the argument by just double middle fingering is not.
Oh, no.
Also was just very unprepared for this debate, because Liberty goes, do you think men should get leave too? And Kyla's like, they could. Nobody knows anything. Wikipedia was never needed more than it is in this moment.
And it's just like, this is where we're staking our claim on feminism and equality. I can't.
The funniest thing to me is we got all this buildup to Liberty, the uber Republican, and it's finally gonna happen. Here's the episode. She's finally gonna say the thing that we've all been
She's gonna say the F
towards.
slur.
Yes, it's about
Family leave.
And she couldn't even be less invested in it. She's like, this thing, maybe.
And then the later talking heads that they filmed, she's like, how do I speak about the beauty of being a Republican? Because she doesn't know.
Different fun energy, but less. A lot of willful misunderstanding.
Well, we're going from inside to outside. It's time to scene transition. And I said, Rio, stop running next to the pool. And then Christina says, I heard what's happening inside. It's time for a palate cleanser.
I thought Christina was coming out to ingratiate, and that was silly of me.
That was silly of you.
Christina's never going to do that. Christina only comes with the intent to confrontation.
Okay.
I gave her such a, but Hannah, like you, I was like, we're finally going to get a character turn.
Yeah, she's going to chill in the hot tub. That'll be so nice.
You were confused because she said she was going to try to make an effort.
You got to give Christina this. She's consistent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a consistent human being. That's the power of being 34.
Gina has forwarded her Glammarly emails to the rest of the house
Mm-hmm.
because no one knows what words mean. And to be fair to Christina, the use of the word retaliate in that sentence makes it a much more aggressive sentence than was intended.
Although I did think it was really funny in the context of saying, I'm from a military family, so we expect kindness, retaliation.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean.
Yes.
And I think in Christina's mind, she went, don't be a grammar Nazi. Don't be a grammar. Okay, that sounded so wild. Actually, The word is not retaliate.
You know what's funny, though, is this is the most I've related to Brindy K, because growing up, and I don't want to say this is everyone's experience, but small town, I feel like there's this thing that I know I did. When you know you're growing up in a less than, like, vibrantly academic community, and you want to appear smart. So you hear new vocabulary words and you try to use them because you don't want other people to think that you are dumb.
Right.
And I know the way I used to misuse certain words because I knew they were a big word and it sounded smart and I sort of half got the context of it once. Like, I can't tell you that I didn't beat for beat do what Brindy K did. And I love that when Christina said something, Brindy K's like, I don't know what some words mean.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry about it.
It's
I just
hard.
related to this.
These
This
are
is very
just-
much who I was.
These are just two people who should never approach one another. Like,
Yeah.
this is not a friendship that's going to come out of an awkward beginning. They are never going to be able to give grace to each other. They're both going to be right and wrong in
That's the
whatever
thing.
interaction they have. It's just not worth it.
They are both... That really is what it comes down to. They are constantly both right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, they will never agree.
But I gotta say, Christina says stuff that is so quotable. When she says, I don't view myself as someone who doesn't have friends. Well, I view myself as someone with tons of friends.
She
so...
has 55 Christinas always around her, so she does have friends.
No, are you saying I, Christina, don't have friends? That doesn't sound right.
No.
No, that's not right.
I grew up in a suburb of Philadelphia.
I
had
wanted to know which one so
I knew
badly.
it.
I wanted that lore drop so bad. I was like, tell me which one, because I'll know everything
a really
about
nice
you.
one. Really nice.
If she had said which one, I would have known every single thing there is to know about her.
I gotta say, though, it's just very funny to me that Christina's argument whenever anyone says any wanted or unwelcome critique of her, which is always unwelcome. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, always.
Her argument is not that it's untrue, it's that she views it as untrue.
That's fair.
So she does really great on Twitter, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Christina talks with Aaron in bed, and once again, not totally wrong about the interaction, but also Aaron is correct in saying, well, I haven't heard you apologize.
Yeah. Best Aaron is Aaron in mom mode. I wish we
Yes.
saw it more.
Yes.
Where she's like, but at the end of the day, you fully did apologize, right? And she's like, Well,
But Christina is just one of those people who is the victim in every story she's ever told you about herself.
Yes.
which everyone else clocks pretty quickly. Usually on this show, when people say that someone's playing the victim, I'm like, sometimes they were just hurt. And this is a rare time that I'm like, nah, she loves
The problem is that sometimes people are mean to her. It's not like she's
Yes.
constantly lying.
Like the van
but
ride.
It's also the only role that she is comfortable playing in any group interaction.
It also, though, is a little bad for the show for this to be the second contestant that is like having this same problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was just a group of contestants, and unfortunately, we'll get way more of it next episode, that like their emotional well-being is really
Where
put
was
into
the
question
psych
a
eval?
lot.
Where
Yeah.
was the psych eval?
Did it leave with Rita for some reason? Is that the one thing she stole from her dressing room?
And the robe that we never saw.
Because we know she accidentally left Director X's phone
No,
number.
it's coming, Lex. I feel it. We're getting it in the Tyra mail at some point. I refuse to believe that we fever dreamed of this together.
Thank
I
you.
love that other people online have started to like try to explain to the two of y'all where it came from, and the two of you are like, no. JW got his app. We're gonna get this.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Live, CBS January 11th. Hollywood's biggest party is now bigger than ever.
Perfect. No notes.
The Golden Globes, with more stars, more glamour, more chaos, and more host, Nikki Glazer.
We're gonna laugh at the celebrities that can take it and completely ignore the ones who can't. I'm just kidding, they're not safe either.
The Golden Globes, live CBS Sunday, January 11th, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
So we head to the photo shoot, back at the same old studio.
Drew looked like he put on extra product for this shoot.
I also think Drew was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, he got a photo at the end of the meet and greet, so.
Wow.
Yeah. He saved $200.
They will be posing as royalty with drag queens. And then Katya, Manila, and Valentina from Drag Race come out. And y'all, what the fuck happened to Manila's face?
I don't
Who
know.
did this to her?
Who was responsible for this?
Katya looked rough too, but that was a time when Katya wasn't wearing the most makeup.
Yeah, that's just sort of how Katya looked then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Valentina looked great, but Manila looked horrible.
I gotta say, I'm impressed because these are 3 Drag Race contestants that are true, well-known fan favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I cannot believe we actually got to see footage from Drag Race.
Well,
Especially Manila's.
Manila's is the crazy one because
that didn't air on VH1.
no, Katya was on Drag Race 2, which was on VH1.
All Stars
and
2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, All Stars 2, which was on VH1. Valentina was on 9, and that
Mhm.
was on VH1. And Valentina and Manila hadn't been cast yet on All Stars 4, which would have been on VH1. So Manila is the kind of the odd one out for this, as maybe someone dropped out. And I don't mean that to shade Manila.
No, but it didn't, she got the markedly worse outfit also.
Yeah, and also she hasn't been on VH1 at this point.
I do wonder, I mean, this is obviously a licensing thing, and I've dealt with this on 1 or 2 shows I've worked on, but when VH1 got Drag Race, they might have bought the rights to all the old footage, and therefore they had the Manila stuff. I guess
you would have
This
to
is
be,
one
if
of those
you were
thi-
doing the All-Star stuff, you would have to buy the rights to the other
exactly,
one.
that's what I mean, because you're going to want to make a package of her first run on the
Yeah.
show, but I don't know why it was weird to me that we got full packages showing who each of them were.
Was anyone else fully unsurprised that Valentina is Gina's all-time favorite drag queen?
Not at all.
Makes a lot of sense. I also love that Valentina said she grew up watching America's Next Top Model. It's nice that sometimes Top Model and Drag Race feel like they're at war with each other because one started as a satire to the other, and this feels like this feels like an actual last cycle thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and Valentina was a fan of Top Model, and Kyla basically grew up watching Drag Race.
Yeah.
So it does have this crossover-y feel that was nice.
This episode also feels like a shadow episode where Tyra works out her feelings about what she assumes princesses are.
Mm-hmm.
That was the weirdest thing about this. The whole journey of this photo should have just been you're posing with a famous drag queen.
Yeah.
Why add the queen
Don't let
princess
them steal
thing?
the thunder. Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know what this means. A lot of times it felt like they wanted the narrative to be queens dying soon, princess taking over kingdom.
And also, that's not fair to Aaron.
And some of it felt like Tyra was gonna come up with different types of princesses and then try to brand that somehow.
Oh, like the thing they did with maybe Barbies and stuff, where you're and you're the evil princess,
Exactly
and you're the one who
that.
loves your mother, and you're the one who's competitive princess.
Yeah.
You know that classic archetype, competitive princess, an archer maybe.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
Photographer is Katie Levine.
And most relevant to JW's interests,
Yeah.
Katie Levine did a photo shoot in this past calendar year in April where she shot 6 different covers for Playgirl featuring the stars of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
A different cover for each one, and they look great.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. I've been getting into soap operas recently, as I know both of you know, because all of a sudden they're all back on streaming platforms, apparently, are now buying up all these, like, Australian and British soaps. It's kind of amazing. I've never flat ironed my hair. I don't know if either of you have, but...
I have. Am I the only one?
Does smoke come off of it normally? Because
Yes.
Sandra's hair, I was like, is it on fire?
No, it does.
It does.
It does.
Is it actually
That's why you
burning the
get
hair?
really bad. You can get such bad burns from straighteners and curling iron.
Remember? Yeah,
Yeah.
they are incredibly hot,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
but there's moisture in your hair.
Oh, so is it also maybe more like steam than smoke?
Yeah. It's steam.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll send you both a picture. My senior year prom.
Ooh.
Oh, so high school.
High school, flat ironed it.
The swoop.
Yeah,
Okay, hot topic.
very that.
I have never needed to flat iron my hair. I have the opposite problem where no spray will make a curl hold.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I used to do this thing where when I had my long hair, which neither of you knew me when I had my like shoulder length hair.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But it was big and poofy because I have naturally very wavy, curly, thick hair. And it'd be wet, and I would put a beanie on it while it dried so that the hair would be a lot straighter. And I thought that was it. I look at those pictures, you can feel the grease through the photo.
Aw.
But I remember being like, I did it. I figured out the hack.
This is
Lifestyle
it.
influencer, JDB Crump. I was like, why did I have all this acne on my forehead?
Were you bullied like the drag queens were told to go bully Liberty?
The fact that all three of them came over. Only to her.
Oh, I assumed that happened with every contestant and they just didn't show it.
But why
I
did they
actually
show it
think
with
this
Liberty?
is a rare time where the producers were like, hey, go and talk to Liberty, see if you can make a moment happen.
Because Liberty just seemed kind of excited and a little nervous.
I don't know. The real problem for Liberty this episode is that she got pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually talks about that in her Where Are They Now, which
Oh,
is
interesting.
interesting. Yeah. This is also where Kyla is putting too much on Liberty.
Yes.
Because Kyla says, confusingly, that she doesn't think Liberty is very socially aware. And even when she's trying to be socially aware, she's not doing it. But I would argue if one is trying to be socially aware, that is the end of that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
not a binary.
Yeah. And then, of course, Liberty does the opposite of the inserted Republican footage and says she was raised that gay might not be okay, but she's learning that might be wrong.
The problem with Kyla talking about Liberty is that she says, I know she doesn't like drag queens and she's faking it. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's politeness. That's just her being polite.
Also, I'm sorry, Katya coming up and doing Katya bits at her face, even I would be like, okay.
I am a little scared. I love her so much. My all-time fave. I love her so much.
Trixie and Katya, 5 Eva.
When she says that Christiana is what she imagines herself to look like in drag.
Yeah.
They were the perfect pairing.
That was
You
great.
could not do better.
I think it's fascinating that now the critique that Kyla gets in photos is that she's not bringing the activism.
Means
This
nothing.
is crazy.
That's her
Absolutely
new
nothing.
fierce, is activism.
And I really did not like the way Drew Elliott was talking to Kyla on this photo shoot. It felt markedly different from the way he approached almost everybody else.
No,
Yeah.
he ascribing to no laughing and modeling.
This is something that as a society, I would really like for all of us to get over. I would really like to get rid of the bad faith. It's not funny when people laugh nervously. When it's clear that it is a nervous reaction. That's not a new thing. It's something that I think many people have experienced. So stop doing the bad faith thing because it makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah, and to act like you don't understand that nervous laughter exists is so disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
I also think I'm of two sides about Shanice's interactions with Valentina. Shanice You remember a couple of episodes ago during the commercial one where the director was like, these gals have been locked up and they need to
for the
express
acting.
themselves.
Yes.
I think that was only true of Shanice because Shanice can't stop flirting. She's like, I smell men's deodorant. And Valentina's like, that's me. And she's like, I like it.
You can tell Valentina's seen the show before because she said, what's my secret?
Yeah.
I dress like a woman and smell like a man.
I was just like, you're just flirting.
Valentina didn't seem to mind, so.
No, the only reason I'm of two minds of it is I was like, Shanice is Shanicing. Her personality, her inner Shanice is getting a little close to unprofessional. We're inching.
Talking about professionalism, though, I thought Christina handled not saying that Brenda Kay is a bully right to Brenda Kay's face. When the queens came over and they're like, oh, is there drama? And she looks and is like, yes, but I won't say who it is.
She said, I'll tell you later.
I'll tell you later.
What's interesting is I think she does that exact same tactic in the next episode. I think that's how Christina gets out of saying stuff. She's like, we'll talk later. And then she's like, but I'll never actually do this. I'm giving her the hard benefit of a doubt that this was a rare time that because Christina seems like she's rarely a butt on set.
Yeah,
she's professional.
But she's professional, but she also can't completely let go of the narrative.
Oh, sure.
Because if I were Christina in that moment, I would have been like, it's me. I'm the bitch you need to look out for.
She doesn't live that truth, though.
No,
Nope.
you're not a Christina, Hannah.
No.
Yeah. I don't think any of us are. That's why we're having such a hard time parsing out how to think like her.
If anything, I'm closest, but I'm far too aware of myself to be Christina.
Oh, yeah.
Drew saying to Brenda Kay, and this was almost my opening quote, remember, there's chemistry between the two of you.
Is there?
I just loved that Manila was stroking her head the whole time.
Oh my god. I also thought Drew was, unsurprisingly, unnecessarily harsh on Liberty, who I thought was doing fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Reasonably fine compared to everyone.
She looked more uncomfortable than she ever has before, I would say. But I think all of them were trying to parse this whole princess-queen dynamic. And none of them could quite figure it out because it's not an actual dynamic.
No.
I also thought she might be uncomfortable because what they did to Liberty's hair. Everyone else got their normal hairstyle, and for some reason,
She got
they
poof.
wanted... Yeah.
Nothing was as bad as Kyla's collar, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I'd say Sandra's modeling is as bad as Kyla's collar.
That was not the moment of the episode where you were Sandra.
Poor Sandra.
Poor Sandra. She can't model in a modeling competition, and it's not being addressed.
It's kind of
Lex.
amazing.
I feel bad because they've left her on the show, and every week she has to go and model, and I think Sandra wants to leave.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like if I were going to be on America's Next Top Model, I would want the Sandra experience.
Sleeping, not running to the Tyra mail.
You win one thing. You don't do great, but nobody can stop telling you that you look beautiful.
Hannah, did you want to be yelled at by Rio?
This is like the perfect
Kind
package.
of.
It seems so pleasant. The most pleasant way to experience Top
You
Model.
had to experience one bad dinner. Otherwise, pretty great.
Some people pay a lot of money to get yelled at the way Rio did to Sandra, so...
Plus, you got to come out of that interaction looking great, even though you've done nothing either way.
It was the most we've liked her.
Interactive Tyra mail.
I didn't hear you. I hate it when videos do that.
I hate it. Videos. I hate it when anyone ever does that.
Look, I've had to be the warm-up comic before, so I get it. I don't use that exact language, but I get it.
Yeah, but you don't use that. It's like being a server for long enough and knowing not to make the, oh, I guess you hated it joke. Like, you have to do something there, but pick something else,
I'm sorry,
please,
Hannah.
God.
Are you saying the thing that every fucking server has ever said to me ever? I don't know why people... Okay, I'm going to go on around. I don't know why people...
I wasn't telling you to stop. I was telling the servers who say that to stop.
Yeah. I don't know why people are so comfortable commenting on me about every fucking thing about me. I listeners, recently I am known around the neighborhood as the person who wears shorts. No matter the weather, I run hot, I wear shorts.
If you go missing, people will notice, which is a good thing.
Sure. They'll be like, where's shorts guy?
Mm-hmm.
So, and both Hannah and JW have experienced people.
Oh, I've seen it in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went out in a pair of jeans because I had somewhere to be after walking the dogs. And a man who has commented and calls me Mr. Summer all the time.
Mr. Summer's a really cute nickname.
Yeah,
It is
Mr. Summer's
fine.
kind of cute.
I'm not saying he's a bad person. But
yeah.
I walked and he just yelled at me because I'm like usually like headphones in, looking at the dogs, whatever. He goes, "Hey, no shorts today." And I said, "Yeah, I have pants." And he goes, "I guess so. Why?"
Kind of live. I gotta say, we talked in an earlier episode about if any of us think we have main character energy. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, Lex. Really? Like, people are obsessed.
I think a lot of people have parasocial relationships with you.
Maybe that's true.
Just like in your neighborhood.
I guess. I brought it up, I think it was last episode or the episode before that. Like, I apparently make an impression on people that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that actually does happen. It's just, I get it. Everyone wants to be funny. I guess I seem like a cool person that could take a joke. Don't call me big man. Don't call me that. Straight men, stop. Stop doing that.
I think you're your worst nightmare, Lex, and you're approachable.
You're the opposite of Christina. You're like, I don't view myself as someone who makes friends.
And all these people are retaliating by making friends with you.
That's true. Brittany K and Kyla are rightfully worried about their photo shoots.
These last few episodes, though, have had some sad vibes because I don't like that this cycle's whole focus is never on who's about to win, but who of the 3 or 4 sad people are about to lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because Christiana's just going to win everything. Why are they worrying about it?
Did either of you remember she won so much?
No.
I don't remember that being her narrative.
To be fair, I think she forgets it immediately every time she wins because she's so surprised when it happens again.
Again? At panel, what is going on with the pattern on Tyra's shirt?
I was just very distracted by whatever was happening as far as wig management for Tyra this week. Yeah, and the petite front bump it. It was a very flat bump it.
It was very flat.
Like most bump its are hills or knolls. This is like a mesa bump it.
Hannah, you know, when in the bump it commercials where they show the the gauges of bump its, this is like the little petty one. I was more also distracted by the bejeweled belt. Why?
I do love Tyra in pants though.
Pants is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. It's just so rare.
Yeah.
My princesses. Ooh. Ooh.
Why did she do the Dr. Evil pinky
Why
and
did she
mouth
do the
for
Dr.
that?
Evil pinky?
Also for Ashley Graham,
Yes.
she says, here, I'll let you do it since you're our Ashley Graham stand.
To introduce Ashley Graham, Miss Supa Dupa model that is. And what she meant was, Miss Supa Dupa model that is. But goes through it so quickly that I had to rewind to figure out what she was trying to say.
Model that is.
The model that is.
Not the model that was, or the model that will
that
be.
will be.
It makes me
The
think
once
that
and future
she's-
model Super Duper.
The model of Christmas present.
It makes me think that Tyra's contractually obligated to say their actual thing, and Supermodel's in her. So she was like, Miss Super Duper. And then she's like, producer Tyra took over. She's like, model, that is. I said both words. So
I did not like the paillettes on Drew's sweater. There seemed to be bald spots.
I did not
what's
like
a paillette?
A big
sequin.
Big sequin.
Oh, okay.
I did not like the I need a fierce snap for pride.
And no one gave it.
It felt, well, because they were embarrassed, and they should be.
Yeah, they were rightfully embarrassed.
It felt very bachelorette party at a drag show.
Literally the note I wrote. Bachelorette party at the drag brunch.
You weren't invited here, Marion.
I thought it was actually great. Talking about what the contestants are wearing, that Gina restuck the crystals to her head.
Mm-hmm.
So smart.
Christina's first.
And Christina is desperate to not say anything at panel.
Mm-hmm.
Christina basically super glues her mouth shut.
I think this photo is so silly.
I think this has an interesting vibe that for somehow Christina heard what Tyra wanted in this photo.
It's so funny because this is one of the few that, and I think this is the point you're making, Lex, has the story that Tyra was hoping they would have, that both Katya and Christina are giving. The photo itself, especially with the hair, just looks so odd.
Yes, I will agree with that.
It's giving reality show promo.
Sure. I like that there's like an intention. A lot of these photos do not have an intention. So this like bratty intention, I think, does work for this brief that they didn't know they were supposed to do.
I agree with you. I just wish she didn't look so stiff.
Yeah.
And this, look, she cannot help this, but the show could have.
By not
It's
giving her
odd.
highlighter hair.
It's, well, all of these have a very specific color story. We're doing ivories, we're doing creams, we're doing golds, we're doing reds. Why not put a wig on her? Or why not give green gloves to Katya to make this make a little bit more sense? It just, the hair makes every photo of hers, even when it's why the horror one, besides the good modeling and the good outfit, worked, because the hair worked there. And this teaches you why this is not good and castable, because it's too specific.
But I don't, like, overall, I think it works as a photo, not because it's a good photo.
I think that's fair. And look, her face is gorgeous in it.
Yeah. And she needed to show the judges at this point that she was listening to them, so this was very smart strategically. She's got such a good mind for strategy in certain ways.
Yeah.
But she's also just so unself-aware.
Well, yeah. Shanice is next. I love this green on her.
I love that the show is giving Shanice her flowers, because I did not remember that at all. And it is so nice to see her getting praised and credit when she does well.
I'm going to argue, too. I think this might be my favorite Shanice photo so far.
Me too.
I think first of all, she does the impossible task of both hands look good.
Yep.
The green is amazing on her, and I think a tough color.
Yeah.
And
She had not an easy outfit.
No. And she
and
had
her
a cape,
face
too.
also tells a story. Like, her and Valentina also tell a story of, it looks like Shanice has a secret.
Well, and this is when Tyra was trying the whole, Christina, you're the princess who hates her mom. Shanice, you have tattoos, so you're the rebellious princess. But that's partially because their photos did give narrative, which gave Tyra the freedom to make a Kelly story.
Yeah.
If I can invoke Catrone.
Let me say this. It's been a little bit. I kind of miss Kelly stories.
They were fun.
they
You never
weren't-
knew
no-
what they were
no
going
one-
to be.
When they
No
weren't
one-
racist.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. When they were just dumb. When they were like, you're a Hot Topic salesperson who's in love with a manager, but she's got her bike outside and she's going to that ice cream store afterwards to slay. And you're like, yep.
Exactly that.
But yeah, the one critique I have is with the makeup. I think the color of her face or the lighting was not correct. But that's not her fault.
She's going a little gray.
Yeah.
Everybody looks a little gray, though.
Yeah.
In
I
all
wonder
the
if that was the
photos.
treatment of the photos.
Maybe. Christiana's next.
And I mean,
Come on.
this is such a good photo. And like, the fact that both of them do actually look related
Is crazy.
And she's just so beautiful here. I think this is the most purely beautiful she's looked.
I think so.
There's also something so cool about it's all one color.
Yeah.
Like,
And the only red is like Christiana's lips and Katya's gloves.
It's kind of disgraceful that they couldn't get them a better stool.
yes, agreed.
You couldn't Photoshop that white. Come on.
Come on.
Couldn't be a throne.
Or gold or something. Come on. But yeah, I just also love that this is one of the few, along with another one that I think doesn't get the praise it deserves, that looks like there's a moment like of activation happening. Like she just jumped into her mother's arms.
Yes.
To be like, I'm in the picture too, Mom.
And Katya kind of looks annoyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It looks like Christiana stole a portrait from Queen. Like, this one also tells me a little bit of a story.
And this is where Law said, yes, ma'am, Pam. And I loved it.
I like that the panel literally congratulate Christiana on their picture. They're like, good, congratulations on more fine work, Christiana. And she's like, me?
Bitch.
You're really making your way upward through this company.
They give her a gold watch for, wow.
Brandy K is next. Manila's face in this photo makes me laugh so much.
Nobody gives eyebrow like Manila.
I gotta say, I think Brandy K looks a little sleepy, but ultimately fine.
Yeah.
I think her face is not very good. I think her body is.
I think her face just looks a little, like, dulled.
I also don't think the makeup did her any favors here.
No.
She's got a big lipstick and like nothing on the eye. Which is a strange choice, especially when you put her next to a drag queen.
Also, her outfit at panel.
Oh boy.
Why?
Brandy K has not figured out her panel character yet.
Yeah.
It swings wildly from episode to episode.
And I think part of that is she's like, look, Brandy K's clearly just on such a she's at the start of a very long journey to figuring out who she is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like she's literally trying on different versions of Brandy K every time she enters the panel. And that's just not what America's Next Top Model is looking for.
I got extremely irritated with Drew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a critique he loves to give because we saw the exact same critique last cycle. I've just seen so many girls that have your look and they do it better. You gave her this. This is not Brandy K's look. This is a look that you gave to her that she's still figuring out. So for you to use that against her is shitty.
Yeah.
Well, and also, the bigger yikes for me was when he just said, you just don't have the star part of it. Just telling someone on a competitive reality TV show about modeling and star power that there aren't a star.
Well, all you would need to do is add a yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
To make it not cruel.
Yeah. That's one thing I will always give Ashley. Even when I disagree with her critique, Ashley is always saying, in the present, this is not true. I'm not saying it can never be true.
Mm-hmm.
Drew talks in absolutes in a way that is pretty devastating to listen to.
Yes. That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
And Law is always talking about the future. I think you'll disappoint me in 2 weeks. Prove me wrong.
Jean is next.
Are those just bedazzles on your head?
Bedazzles is fun. I know what she means, but her saying that they're the rhinestones from the Christian fashion show was funny to me. Like the Christian fashion. Oh, got it.
I mean, y'all, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Bringing her innate dragness.
Yeah.
And slaying.
The hand.
This is also the first one that feels like an ad for something, and it's those earrings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a jewelry ad right here, and it's ridiculous.
And I think they look kind of related.
Yeah, I think so too. They have the same head shape.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like, if you're telling the story, Valentina is the queen who adores her child, and this child is like, but I'm about to take over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could
Little
also
does
spin
Queen
it,
know.
Yeah.
I could also spin it as I have to protect my more fragile mother now.
Ooh, sure.
Ooh.
But see, that's great that we can get so many. Oh, she just looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
And the makeup
she's-
was wondrous on her.
Yes.
Yeah. Aaron walks up in leggings?
I think so.
Jeggings?
I don't know.
LuLaRoe scam artist pants? What was going on? This photo sucks.
Yeah,
It's
this
not
one's
great.
Not good.
Why do I feel like why do I feel okay? You got to tell me if this sounds out of pocket. Why does it feel like they were a heterosexual couple that got married, and later in life, Manila's character realized that they liked to wear women's clothes, or they discovered a gender identity, and they're like, but we still love each other, and this is our re-wedding photo.
I don't know if I got all that, Lex.
The real problem with this photo is that Manila looks like a hostage.
Guys, I'm going to say something, and I don't want anyone. I'm a Manila fan. It seems like the Manila photos in general were less well received.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Manila looked awful.
Well, she also just in this one looks under duress.
It also doesn't look like anything Manila's ever worn ever.
Yeah,
the
No.
hair
that's
doesn't
the
look
thing.
correct. The makeup doesn't look correct. The outfit doesn't look correct.
It makes me think that she was uncomfortable.
And she looks like a ghost here. I don't know what the lighting was doing to Manila. Everybody is ashy in these photos. Everybody somehow.
Erin's
Yeah.
hairline starts at the back of her head for some reason.
Which Tyra loves? Question mark.
They like this photo in a way that I don't understand.
I think Erin has had worse.
Sure, Erin.
I think Erin has
been
looked
one of the-
worse in photos.
Erin has literally taken some of the worst photos.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I as a person do not dislike who Erin seems to be.
No.
No,
I think at some point the show is being mean to Erin by keeping her around and giving her the thought in her head that she could win this.
Yes.
yes,
They are doing that to both Sandra and Erin.
hmm
And it's a shame that they keep the two of them around. And I don't understand from the show's perspective what the goal there is.
diversity.
I get why they're keeping more particularly Erin on because they made such a big deal of her in
Yeah,
the
sure.
premiere, and this
Yeah.
was the change to the casting that Tyra really hung a lantern on. So if she sends her off too soon, it makes Tyra look stupid, and that's never going to happen on the show intentionally.
Yeah.
But they're also just not helping her get better.
Yeah.
And
No.
that's the most frustrating aspect to me.
Agreed.
And the show also in the edit doesn't showcase her having many positive moments either.
Mm-mm.
Because
Nor
if
do
they,
they show
if they
her
gave us a
struggling.
lot of clips of Erin in the house being an amazing human being, I'd be like, I think I'd be endeared enough that I'd forgive this.
Yes.
Because now I'm on like Sandra's side, right? Like Sandra has
Sure.
been endeared to me since the Rio episode that I'm like, come on, Sandra, you get
can
a win
get
before you
there.
get kicked out.
Mhm.
But
They
I would
haven't given us Erin.
no, and I would argue they also don't show Erin struggling that much, which is also
Mm.
crazy.
Interesting.
Also, if you want to be horrified, give a zoom in, and it looks like Erin's head is on backwards because it looks like her back is her chest.
Yep.
Mm.
I see what you're saying.
Why is Manila clutching her own butt in fear?
Like she's gonna poop and ruin this white dress.
Oh man, that hand is crazy.
And the panel is like, I've never seen a photo like this before. And then when Tyra says,
Mhm.
Erin, I bet you don't know who this is. Diana Ross. Erin's
Hey,
old as dirt.
yeah, at least someone finally assumed Erin was too young for something.
Is this a reference you'll get?
I don't know how old 40 is. I know it's old.
Sandra's next.
I'm going to say that I think before the picture, we talk about it, I mean, they give the critique that it looks like the bridesmaid instead of the bride. But I say to that, if she was supposed to be the princess to a queen, isn't the bridesmaid to a bride
The relationship.
the goal?
Yes.
What a confusing critique to give poor Sandra.
Agreed. Also, this photo is shapeless. And Valentina's elbow is so
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh my lord.
I'll
Especially
say-
because you can't see her other hand.
It looks like it's amputated at the elbow.
It's yeah.
I will say this, though. I think this is the first picture where her face, neck up,
Mhm.
looks as gorgeous as it does in person.
I agree with you.
I agree.
If you could take... this is one of the rare ones that I wish the drag queen was not in.
Mhm.
And this was like a beauty shot. I feel like you'd be like, there's something here.
Yeah.
Valentina kind of looks like a ghost that's haunting.
Yeah.
Sandra.
hmm
They don't feel related.
No.
And this color is not it at all.
Not a good one for her, this pale
Dusty
blue.
blue.
Mm.
It also doesn't match the lip they gave her.
It is nice to see her face look as stunning as it can
Yeah.
on camera,
Yes,
though.
True.
This like neck back, this
Mhm.
chin up, neck back really is a gorgeous angle on her.
Liberty is next. And look, this photo is not that bad.
It's not that good.
It's not that good.
There are worse ones though. This is not the worst photo individually
No.
to me.
I don't
This
think
is
so either.
This is bottom 3,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
but to me, Aaron's is worse. Brindy K's is worse.
Sandra's is worse.
I also do like that this one has a moment happening where it's like she leapt to protect the queen or something.
I think I can make an argument for Sandra's being better than this just in terms of relative growth. Like one doing better and one doing worse.
Sure.
The biggest problem, once again, and I couldn't tell if this was editing or not, but the way panel happened made it seem like Liberty never spoke.
Yes.
Like never opened her mouth even one time. Didn't even really react to what was being said.
Well, the only reaction we see Liberty is kind of like, what?
Huh?
Yeah.
And that made it feel like she was doing dramatically less well in the competition, even though the photo wasn't that much worse.
Yeah.
Because they gave her so much praise for coming into panel full of personality. That was like this big moment for her. Or they're like, oh, Liberty, I didn't know you had this in you. Oh my God. So to then, and this is, once again, I don't know if this is what actually happened or what the show is giving us, but the way it's presented makes it feel like she is receding in the competition.
Yeah, and then Tyra does a close-up on her face, and it's a better photo when they do a close-up.
Yeah.
And Tyra's like, see, you can't model. And I'm like, disagree.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like we're seeing a fully different photo. And not saying this is even that good to
It's
do
not
that.
like, it's not, it's, you know, there's so many people, Christiana, Gina, etc., who have really good photos. But for this to be the thing that ultimately sends Liberty home is very surprising.
The narrative, they would have to have given her a narrative of forgettable instead of a narrative of Republican.
Yeah. Yeah, she needed the no personality edit for this to make more sense, and it just isn't happening.
Rio's next. I don't like this sexy vibe that's going on in this photo.
This is one of the times where I thought Tyra's advice was pretty spot on.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Of turning and lifting.
Because you're right, there is a strangely romantic vibe to this that doesn't work.
The tender touch on the arm.
Well, it doesn't fit the brief.
No.
Like, if that had been the brief,
sure,
I think she nailed it. And
absolutely.
her face looks stunning.
Always.
Yeah, I mean, Rio's gorgeous. It's just...
Can wear any lip color, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, and this is a consistent thing, too. Why is this one randomly cropped different?
Yeah.
Why does Top Model do this, where every so often one or two models will just get fully different framing?
And I think it actually hurts the photo.
I guess Gina got that, too.
But I think this hurts the photo because it makes it intimate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And finally, Kyla's photo.
Oof.
This is rough.
Yeah.
Manila actually looks pretty good.
This is Manila's best photo.
Yeah. It just looks like Kyla's not doing anything. Limp left arm, not actually grasping Manila's hand that's on her waist in any active way.
It looks like she's in pain and attempting to disassociate.
Yeah.
And that collar is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. Nobody else got an element like that.
And then the feather in the hair, like she's our enemy Mae West.
Yeah. Nobody else. Shanice came the closest.
Sure.
But it wasn't obscuring a full body part.
So weird. So odd. But even that modeling, this is rough. I remembered Kyla being a better model.
Yeah.
I remembered her being very up and down, which is,
okay.
I mean,
what's actually happening?
Yeah, we haven't gotten the ups as much yet.
And I think it's Tyra who says that Kyla's eyes are just never focused in these pictures, in this role.
Yeah, she said, I mean, it's the weakest film.
I think if you were watching this, you would think Kyla was going home.
Yeah.
Yes. I liked hearing the perspective from her, because she almost gave it to the show, but not quite. It's hard to be a low-key person and succeed in this competition.
That's what young people say, Hannah. Don't. What a lazy young person you sound like.
And this is where we really needed a metaphor check before judging. Because this is where Drew says to Kyla, you have all the bakings. You have it. Now you just need to turn up the gas.
And because we had
I
no
always
captions,
call ingredients my bakings.
My bakings.
But because we had no captions for this episode, I thought he said makings until we went to the next episode and saw
captions were back.
previously told us no, twas indeed bakings.
Bakings.
I mean,
My
Drew's
bakings.
Drew's never cooked.
Fair.
I do like what you were talking about, that Kyla feels like the first person to try to push back on the covergirl.com personality that every contestant needs to have, where we've heard and seen Kyla's funny.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kyla talks, but
Is
she's
passionate
just,
about many things.
Yeah.
has interest, has an identity, but she's just quieter.
Yeah.
And so, but again, on Top Model, they're like, but no, but bad. Ew.
Try crying. That's a good personality.
Oh, this later.
Ugh.
So backstage, Liberty is still so confused about what happened.
I hate the trade-off of private panel for backstage footage.
Agreed.
Because this backstage footage is not telling us anything we don't already know.
No, other than Kyla is certain she's going home.
People who did bad, upset they did bad. Felt this way before panel also.
I'll also say, we were trained, rightfully so, that when we go backstage, it means something's about to go down.
Someone has fainted. Someone has received a wartime telegram. Like something of
Someone
that
is
stature.
about to fight. And so now when it happens, I feel like I'm like blue-balled on backstage stuff.
Yes.
Because it's just Liberty being like, but I am editorial. I'm like, again? That's what we're doing? We needed to see that?
Call out order.
But this week isn't for, top model.
No.
Call out. This week we are playing a different game. And what you win is HPIC, head princess in charge of our days and our nights.
And then another victory for Christiana.
Christiana or Christianiana?
Yeah, it's getting slurry.
Christianiana.
Law slipped Tyra some of the booze from earlier.
We're back hard into Shawnee's, too.
We didn't talk about it earlier. I do love that Shanice got to dedicate this to her sister. This was one of the few times.
Extremely lovely moment.
See, Rio, this is how you do it.
And it's also, for real, but it's also the amount that you need to do this.
Yes.
Like, just being like, this dedicated to my sister, she's gay, and I want her to feel
I
seen.
love her.
And she's having, she has a hard time.
I also like the phrasing, she's in the process of coming out to our mother, because it is a process.
It is a
process.
process.
I appreciate that Shanice showed actual allyship in that moment.
So yeah, Christiana first, Shanice second.
So thrilled with that second. I just love that Shanice is getting second.
A win.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Then
I would have personally given it to Gina myself,
Yeah,
but
then Gina.
Yeah.
Then Christina. Then Aaron. How?
Above Rio and Sandra is crazy.
Definitely above Rio. I mean, I didn't like the vibe, but it was a better picture.
Yeah.
So then Sandra, then Rio, then Brandy K, leaving Liberty v. Kyla.
Really thought it was going to be Brandy K v. Liberty.
Well, no, JW, because they want activist v. Republican.
I get it, but you could have also had Republican
Activist
v. Bi.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that the show clearly thinks this is an epic showdown, when all that's happened is that these two had a civil conversation on the couch. I don't think these two spent much time together.
No.
I don't think either of them like each other that much, but they're also fine.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to spoil the Where Are They Now? Liberty loved Kyla.
Hey!
Great.
It's a big part of her interview with Drew.
But just, this is...
It just does not read at all. The show thinks they did
And I think
it.
that's why it doesn't read.
Yes.
It's because
The
I
show-
think the two of them were chill with each other.
The show does. The show thinks, wow, we're really saying something by booting this Republican. She's so Republican and hateful, we're getting rid of her.
On the Pride episode, don't you love it? You know what? You know why this makes me mad? It makes me feel patronized too.
Yes.
Yes.
As a queer person, they're like, we did you a Pride episode and we got rid of Liberty. Aren't you thrilled?
And all the gays are like, no, Liberty's stunned.
Liberty's mother.
I wouldn't go that far, but Liberty's top 5, and I think that's
just-
pretty cool.
Yes.
That's just a reaction to VH1.
Yeah.
You don't actually think that, but
They should have played I Know It Didn't Exist Yet, making Trader's mother right as Liberty left.
Tyra's speeches are, Liberty, you know how to move your body, and you got a sexy face, but are you too pretty? And Kyla,
Also, the move your body thing's fully new information to us.
yep, never seen that.
Well, she did well in the motion editorial.
I guess that's
thing.
true. I guess that's true.
Kyla, you're the obvious model, but you can't?
I loved the sentence, obvious models go home too.
It sounds like a children's book.
It's a retelling of The Ugly Duckling.
Yeah. And then Kyla gets called, and Tyra goes full Tyra show and tells Kyla, who's crying, I want you to cry. I want you to feel this. Kyla, this is beauty.
I guess we learned that Tyra, during her break, watched a lot of 30 Rock.
I mean, great way to spend your break.
Sorry, Miss Maroney. No, keep crying. I want you to feel this so you never make this mistake again.
She actually literally said that.
Almost word for word.
Oh, yeah.
And then approaching Liberty says, okay, lady.
Yeah.
Lady Liberty.
And Liberty gives one of the best in speeches ever, where she's like, I'm going to be that one who proves it wrong. And Tyra's like, yeah, my goal is for you to go off and people to be like, you're crazy. And she's like, gonna do it. Thanks for having me.
Her speech in the room was great. Leaving with the majority of the girls don't work as hard as I do, which is a brand new narrative that we don't have time to look into.
She listened to Christina, I guess.
And I think I have a good voice for my generation. Don't make her say stuff like that, you guys. She doesn't think that. You could hear her not thinking that as she said it.
Voice for my generation. So funny. And also, they edited it so that it made it look like Liberty walked out the wrong way.
Yes.
Like out the back. That's the Republican exit.
She exited to the right.
You voted right, so you're exiting right.
But not correct.
Okay, get ready for the Hannah from Alaska Award for Liberty Nutshell.
Yay!
This last name is spelled Netuschill. Natushel.
Oh.
Natural? It's like Worcestershire sauce.
Neutral?
Where if she was like, yeah, it's Liberty Nushel. And you're like, okay.
Somehow it's not all.
Yeah. She's currently represented by NTA Talent Zooz Agency, spelled Zooz.
Ooh.
Auto
That's very
Models
Seussian.
and Elevate. Her official website is thelifeoflibs.com, which is funny.
That is funny.
And that apparently was a brand that she created because for a while she started her own business that included daily goal planners, and the whole thing was all of them came with a cover page that said the life of blank, and like you would write Lex, Hannah Jane, etc. in it. So the Life of Libs was also a branding thing. She's been in magazines in Store, Datebook, Glamour, Voyage LA, and Muse, and she's modeled for Frankie Rose Cosmetics, Tease Me, Nico Palacana's Jewelry, Oh My Love Fashion, Papaya Clothing, LA Fitness, she was in a commercial for them, Otra, California Wedding, she did a lot of bridal stuff, and Shop Priceless. She almost exclusively does swimsuit and bridal, from what I can tell. The biggest thing about her, before we get to her Instagram and Drew interview, is there's a very easy to find Entertainment Weekly post-show interview. And the whole theme of this is, I'm not pro-Trump.
Hey.
So I'm going to read, it's long, the whole thing. I'm going to give you one section that's mostly a quote from Liberty. But I encourage you, if you're interested, to look this up. This apparently happened right after the show. So this isn't even like current Liberty.
Oh, wow.
So a statement from a TV show that was cut by producers doesn't necessarily mean, I believe, everything our president stands for. That's the biggest misconception. People think I'm a diehard. Just to clarify, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I never stood by his anti-LGBTQIA plus policies. My family has both liberals and conservatives. My father, who is also not pro-Trump, talked to me about business, so I said, I'm actually pro-Trump because my family owns a small business, and I heard he helps small businesses because that's his background. And then she'll go into more during her Drew interview, but especially with LGBTQ stuff, Liberty was very like, that is not what I believe. She also talked a lot about when she said the environment she was around, she meant Mormonism. So she was like, a lot of the people in my community are Mormon, and that's why I grew up hearing those beliefs. She has over 300,000 followers. At The Life of Libs is her Instagram, and her bio reads model, women empowerment, growth mindset, hustle grind. Her Drew interview is interesting. She said that everyone thought she was bougie because a lot of her goals were that she wanted like a nice house, a nice car. But she was like, I think they misinterpreted that as I currently had those things. I was saying that's like goals.
Okay.
And then she laundry lists things that she doesn't agree with from Trump, including, she says, racism, LGBTQ, and women's rights. And Drew made a funny thing. She was like, I'm optimistic that it'll do something good because right now it's looking a little scary. And Drew was like, you haven't seen your phone in a while. So I don't know the exact timeline of this, but Drew also says never change your hair. And then she says she's still getting used to it. And he says, get over it. By the way, she's totally back to blonde.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then she is the only one who doesn't end this interview awkwardly because she stands up, says, thank you so much. It was so great to work with you. Hug.
Oh. So she knows how to do an interview, like a professional interview.
And then I was curious. I haven't looked at the comments of any of these YouTube videos, but what's the vibe on Liberty? Every single one of the comments is, she's really well spoken in this. I don't agree with her, but wow, she presents really well in this interview. And a lot of people saying she was robbed. So that's kind of the general vibe. And it feels like generally what we think too about her. I don't want to speak for either of y'all.
I don't think she was gonna win.
No.
It's like you said before, JW. She was not mothering.
No.
I don't think.
My exact words.
Yeah. I don't think it's like a tragedy that she went home here because the show was never going to let her win. She was a much better model than the show ever gave her credit for.
I'm shocked she got the #1 call out that one time. It feels like my biggest problem with this, because we made a lot of jokes about it, and I never want to feel like I am being flippant about anyone's political beliefs.
Or how they affect other people.
Exactly. That is never how I want that to come across. We're a comedy podcast, and I'm focusing on the fact that Liberty feels like she was cast to be a prop.
Yes.
And for the show to make a point. But then Liberty didn't actually fulfill that criteria.
And the other contestants didn't experience her that way either.
Yeah.
Right.
Is what it
She
seems
also,
like.
in her list, by the way, said the funniest persons were Kyla and Christiana, and she enjoyed both of them. And she talked about having a lot of great conversations with Kyla. That's what I referenced earlier.
She just didn't deserve to go home this episode. Is the wildest thing. The show, as we talked about, was trying to like slam dunk on someone, and you're just like, but okay. And what's funny is I remembered that this is something I remembered before we got to the season of like, Liberty goes home during the gay episode to make a point, and I remembered her not deserving it. I'm like, yep, that's kind of exactly what happened.
It's kind of a fascinating study for me for other people who go on reality shows who say that they're not that bad, it's just the editing. Because to me, this proves that you can't edit what isn't there.
That's an interesting point.
Because they thought she was gonna be a villain. They were like, here she is. Here's Clark Redux. Like, and she didn't give it to them, so they couldn't put it in the show.
And they tried so hard.
Yeah, it's super interesting. That's a fascinating point that I didn't consider, is like, at the end of the day, this episode, and we clocked it, it feels like it's from another time and place, which we never got her saying, I'm a Republican who voted Republican, I voted for Trump. And she explains, and again, this is just coming from young, ignorant, small town, that she was like, yeah, my dad owns a small business. I thought it was fascinating that she said her dad's not pro-Trump. I was like, what? The show made me think that your parents, like, we even still thought, our joke was, she's lying to dad.
Yeah.
And apparently that wasn't even true. Again, I feel stuff like this angers me because I feel patronized too.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like you're doing something for me as a viewer.
A villain
On the gay episode.
A villain edit cannot make a villain.
And look, here's the thing. She deserved to be like 6th place. That's where Liberty should have landed. 6th or 5th.
But if you think we deserve to be #1,
hell yeah.
You should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. You can reach out to us at patliam.com or send us an email at podleadem@gmail.com. We love you followed our directions. We told you to leave 5-star reviews that said how much you loved us, but also why are we so mean about Mae West. We heard you. We love it. Keep at it.
I can't wait to see the confused looks on people's faces when they review several different reviews in a row that say, love the podcast, hate the Mae West hate. So funny.
You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I am on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Instagram at JW_Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadem anytime you talk about us, because that's how social media works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I have to keep explaining this to you.
I think they get it. I think they get it.
Maybe by the end they'll understand.
Yeah.
So for PodLeadem, I've been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadem is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.